fly planes in Bush, Alaska. This is what a typical day looks like. The mechanics pulled the Beaver last night to replace the brake coolant. They worked on it late into the night, so I went down early in the morning to put the plane back in the water. We started hustling because the fog started rolling in, and if we weren't quick, I wasn't going to be able to take off in time. I put in my McDonald's order, but by the time I got back down to the bay, it had fogged in completely. So I figured I'd get my plane ready. Made sure the mags were on before I pulled the prop through a couple times, and then did my other checks on the airplane. Got a little POV action of starting the Beaver. I forgot my Meta glasses in the fridge last night, so I just had to put my phone in my shirt pocket. But I got the plane all warmed up, got the oil warm, shut her down. Was hoping that running the engine would blow away some of the smoke, but it didn't. But it didn't take long for the sun to burn off the fog, and we were out of there headed to Brooks Camp. My clients really wanted to see some salmon, and I know Brooks Camp is a great place for that. So we headed down there, and once we parked at a nice parking spot, all the other pilots know that they're supposed to leave me the best parking spot, so they were sure to do that. Switched out my boots for my other boots, and then used the smelliest toilet I have ever used in my life. Confronted this guy because he was in there before me, but he denied it. Saw some fish and some fuzzy things as I headed up towards the salmon viewing platform, and there was a little bit of a wait, so I listened to the ASL version of Hamilton for a little while before we were finally called up to go see the salmon. Kept seeing these fuzzy things in the back of a lot of people's heads, but finally got to see the salmon jumping. But these darn bears kept trying to catch the salmon and get them out of the way. It was honestly kind of annoying when you're there to see the salmon. People were actually excited for the bears, but let me tell you something. If the salmon could scream, it would be a very different story. After we got our fill of the fish, we headed back down to the plane and headed back for home. Flew over the smokes of 10,000 valleys and saw this mosquito, and then saw these horny guys sitting on the snow, and then we bombed back into home. It was a beautiful flight, a beautiful day, even made it back in time to coach my kids' youth soccer league. These kids are going to be stars. It was a really fun day. Thanks for watching. But as always, next time you want to tag along, buy a ticket, you bums.